Hello viewers and welcome to ATN Society Watch. This is a program where we ventilate societal issues, giving them aggregate attention with a view to profile solutions that will benefit humanity. And today on Society Watch, we will be discussing on end bad governance in Nigeria. Nigerians mustn't wait to protest against Tinubu, says Showore. In Rivers State, federal government declares emergency at Onne ports over arms. On petrol scarcity, NNPCL restricts independent marketers for price hike. On inflation, Reps Minority Caucus demands fuel hike reversal. On minimum wage, betray workers and face consequences, says the NLC. Before we call on our guests, we'll go for a short break, and when we return, we'll head straight on to the issues for today. Do stay tuned.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-the-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN. From the line across the ocean to land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-the-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN. From line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains. Through this hub, we bring on sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Discussed on The Fact Today, only on ATM. From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara,
Welcome back to ATN Society Watch. I am your host Raymond Ken Mbata, standing in for Immaculata Irikana. And my guest today is Dr. Obarido Thompson Okochi, a lecturer and senior administrative staff at Clifford University, Abia State. And also, we are expecting visuals from Dr. Godson Kelechi Nwogo, a public affairs analyst. All right, without wasting any much of our time, we'll be going over to the first story for discussions. Former AAC presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore has urged Nigerians to protest immediately against President Bola Tinubu's administration rather than waiting until October the 1st, 2024, claiming that the administration is causing significant harm to citizens. Posting on X, he wrote that, important notice, please let's reiterate that nobody needs to wait for October 1st, 2024 for fearless in October. The Tinubu regime is Nigeria without ceasing. Nigerians are at liberty to revolt at any time of their choosing. End bad governance in Nigeria. Revolution now. And Sowore had called for a second leg of the End Bad Governance in Nigeria protest on October the 1st. The second lapse of the protest is tagged Fearless in October. The protest is a platform for Nigerians to vent out their frustrations against the federal government amidst the prevailing economic situation in the country. And during the last 10 days protest, Tinubu had signified interest to regulate and negotiate with the organizers of the protest. Okay, let's connect with our guest, Dr. Barido, for now, while waiting for Dr. Nwogo. Good day, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
It's a pleasure being with you, sir. Thank you for connecting, sir.
God bless.
To take any much of your time, we'll head on to the first questions for today. Sir, do you support the call by Omoyele Sowore, the former AAC candidate, presidential candidate, who is also calling for a protest in October the 1st, but has reiterated that we should not wait, the nation should not wait till October the 1st, but should go ahead immediately to start the protest against the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Do you key in with his call, or you have a different?
All right. The challenge we will have is that it will be rampant and riotous if people begin to take independent and sporadic action, continuous rampant riotous action without something organized. The October 1st had already entered the psyche of people, and they are thinking that October 1st will be a way of mobilizing and organizing immediately a sequence of protests. But this call now, which is start, don't wait, will mean it will be sporadic, people will do it anyhow, and it might lead to negative consequences. If he had mentioned this earlier, maybe people would have organized their minds to say, okay, we have been told to do it our way, at our own time, and then unit would have met to say, okay, we fix our own. For this one that is coming just a few weeks to October 1, and he's saying, that's where I have a problem. I have a problem with Nigerians venting out and expressing their deviancy because of the pain they are going through. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with the strategy of saying start, because start means do it your way, do it your time, do it your day, do it your hour, and that can create some crisis. What than doing the process? That's my word.
Nigeria as a means of venting on the authorities to do the right thing. And I know that maybe it was because of the recent increase in fuel prices and the recent increase in petroleum prices, in petrol and so some other situations that has come up since the first protest that occurred in August. And I also understand that there are some other protesters that are being prosecuted by the federal government as at now. So calling for another protest when the first protests are still trying to count their losses and gains. Do you think protests as at now would not endanger the life of the protesters themselves or put them in a wrong situation wherein they are not as organized as they were at August 1st?
That's one I want to make, that this call now can be complaining is not what I personally will subscribe to. I am not against protest, because protest is natural expression of grievance, of the fact that I am not satisfied with what is happening. If you want to cry, it's natural for the cry to cry. So crying out is not a problem to me. But this unorganized, unilateral approach to your way, just go ahead and do it without forming a block, without forming an organized form. That is one. It's the strategy I have a problem, not the concept. The concept of protest is universally accepted. But say Nigerians don't wait for October 1, go ahead and just start protesting. What will happen about that is that people will be doing it in a round riotous manner. People will pick different days, different times, and will not be coordinated. That confusion, that backbone, may make the government to simply crack down on the protesters and worsen the situation.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, I want to call our memory to the twilight period of Donald Trump's administration in the United States of America, wherein, because of the release of the results that he did not accept, he called on his supporters to protest and also demonstrate to the Capitol building where the House of Representatives and the Senate of the United States were. And we know the outcome of that protest, and I mean the lives of senators and reps members in the United States were put in danger. Even the security was not able to withhold them from going into the chambers. And I mean, it was carnage. Until now, they are looking for ways to prosecute former President Trump concerning that call to protest. Do you think Omoyele Sowore shouldn't be held responsible for the fallout of this protest if it happens to take place, and it puts the authorities in a point of danger, sir?
The thing about it is that you have peaceful process, you have violent. So process itself is a new approach and not easy to protest. You can protest. If you get home today and food is not ready for you and you are married, you can protest and say, but you know coming back. And I said, no food for me is a process. But you are doing it in a skillful manner, you are doing it in a sensible manner, you are doing it in a skillful manner, you are doing it in a humane manner. So you have people. Let us operate on the one process. It is the strategy. If it is violent protest, if it is biological protest, if it is indigenous protest, if it is paper protest, and we condemn. But protest is a neutral one. Protest is all right. We not just arrest somebody calling for protest, but we can arrest someone or can charge someone for being protest a point of destruction and a point of illegally normal society. But as for peaceful protest, it is bad.
Sir, all right. Let's go over to the next story. Federal government has declared a state of emergency at the Onne port in Rivers State due to repeated incidents of illegal imports, including arms and ammunition. Comptroller General of Customs Bashir Adeniyi announced the implementation of emergency protocols for 3 months, which will include thorough inspections of all suspicious containers. Adeni highlighted the growing trend of illicit goods entering the port, which poses a national security threat. The Nigerian Customs Service recently seized 12 containers of illegal goods, including military boats, rubber footwear, pharmaceuticals like codeine and tramadol, valued at over 31 billion naira, and the intercepted goods will be handed over to the appropriate agencies, and efforts will be strengthened to stop these illegal activities. Adeni assured that the measures are aimed at ensuring safety and security without disrupting lawful trade. Yes, sir. Dr. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Considering the airports being a conduit pipe now for fringe organizations and individuals ordering illegal items, and most of them of military nature, do you think that some terrorist groups or some fringe organizations, or maybe even insurrectionists, have been trying to use on airports as a conduit to receive support and logistics from outside? Do you think outside external force is also insurrection against Nigeria, sir?
By the way, sir, if you don't mind, is it on airport? It's just that on airport is reform. Because they are imported on airport, it looks as if that is fault. Our borders are porous. The land borders are porous. The waterways are porous. And the ports are not the only waterways in Nigeria. There are other openings, there are other waterways that are not fully manned, or they are not sincerely manned. Sincerely manned in the sense that you have to go. So we have various entry points and entry ports on the sea, and then on the land. The opponents, we just need to see ourselves now and say, what is happening? They're just projecting on there because it's in the news. What about other opponents? What about the north? What about the northeast? What about the south? Is it only from on airport that we get the people not get it? No, this thing comes from Niger, they come from Cameroon. I mean, let's be honest with us. Let's be honest with our ocean. The entire Nigerian border, what land and sea, it's not fully manned. But they're not projecting on me. I think that's the only thing. That's one of the only water. I think that it's just on there. I'm not saying that we only on there, the problem in on there is I'm simply saying we need to look for the impact. Looking now to say that so we can move to any other point. To say that it is because of the weaknesses. It is because of the systemic weaknesses. That's why these things are happening. Where is the land water? Where is the west? And this one is not being highlighted. I think it's one.
Okay, sir. There has been clamors for the opening of the Eastern Seaboard. I mean, the whole Eastern Seaboard has not been receiving cargo and also traffic. All has been congregated. Everything has been circulating all around Lagos ports. And from Delta State down to Calabar, we have not seen much activity in those ports. And there have been clamors for those ports to be reopened and also traffic diverted to all those parts. I know that we have security issues along the waterways, but if what we are getting from Onne ports now, which is a very deep sea port, if we are getting contrabands coming in there, the other time we heard about some pump action guns, I mean, and it's scary to know that this can arrive at our borders in the first place without, I mean, through inspections and all that. Is this not going to delay the reopening of the Eastern Seaboard, sir?
Of course, because it will send wrong signal. If you cannot handle one, you cannot handle two. How do you handle five? How do you handle 10? How do you handle 10? But see, the issue is this. It simply tells us that Nigeria has become defective. So much inefficiency, and the number one reason is corruption. I mentioned that before. It's because we have allowed corruption, where I can bring something and I can cheat every agent, and they will turn a blind eye. And if I keep them for one container, they accept and keep another 2, 3. The next thing is that we are keeping for 20, and then we have overall people. What we need to do is keep corruption. If not keep corruption, corruption will kill us.
Okay, sir. Practically, what do you think that the nation and the authorities can do to nip this in the bud even before it grows worrisome? What are the steps? I mean, practical steps that you think that can be instituted amidst also including machinery to be able to ensure better surveillance of of the ports and also screening of goods that come to the ports through containers. What other measures do you think that we can prefer to the authorities as a way to nip this in the bud, sir?
It's very simple. The Bible says righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach unto a people. The real problem, and I mentioned that earlier, a few months ago, the real problem is that we are dishonest as a nation, we are insincere, we are corrupt. We compromise a lot. A lot of compromises are good. This one, how come several containers of this magnitude are entered already? And by the way, to digress, the literature that I have read and which you have also read says that the Comptroller General of Customs is now saying they will be doing thorough check. What does that mean? Also, you have to be doing thorough check. It is not want to do thorough check. What kind of ground is that? You see, when some of our leaders make statements, there's no justification because you are speaking English and they are all who are analyzing your language. What you are simply saying, what you say, when we carry out thorough check, you are simply saying you have not been carrying out thorough check. Because if you are carrying out thorough check, why would you announce that? Will a mother, for example, let's digress, will a mother announce to her, I want to breastfeed my child? No, you have been breastfeeding, so that's not an announcement. Will a dog announce, I want to start biting? Dogs who bite. So for the Comptroller will now tell us, I want to start thorough check, they have reported themselves. They are simply saying they have been compromising, they have not been thorough check, and now they want to do, but it's already difficult. The answer, so like an actor, go back to thorough check, but not just thorough check. Be thought of yourself. We need to start our integrity in this country. Corruption is on everything. That's where the problem.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for that analysis, sir. All right, let's go over to the next story. Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, NNPCL, suspended the sale of petrol to independent marketers after increasing its price to 855 naira per litre. This led to fuel scarcity, price hikes, and protests across the country, especially in Delta State, where tricycle operators demonstrated against the rising costs. In some areas, petrol prices surged up to 1,200 naira per litre, leaving commuters stranded, with many forced to trek or pay high fares. The fuel crisis worsened nationwide, with filling stations exploiting the situation. The Trade Union Congress and the Nigeria Labour Congress condemned the price hikes, demanding government intervention. Yes, sir, we are seeing a situation that the marketers, independent marketers, have been denied of products by the NNPCL. I want to know your stance on this. Are you for or against what the NNPCL is doing to the independent marketers, sir?
to be honest, I would say that the acronym NNPCL, that is Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, should have a dash at the beginning, and that A dash is anti-Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited. Because my answer is very clear. These are anti-people policies. Anti-Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited. That's what they are doing. We can make it official if they want and just change the name to anti-Nigerian. So I will know that they are getting it. Because I don't see what we stand to gain as a country by this level of insensitivity and inefficiency. I don't see what we stand to gain. They are throwing up all kinds of things all over Nigeria, and people are exasperated, people are angry, people are frustrated, protests, riots, corrupt practices, habitually increases, foreign active, everything is just going on. This is ANPCL for me.
Yes, sir. So we have not heard from the Minister of Petroleum, who is also doubling as the President of the Federation, although we heard from the Minister of State that they did not give directives to NNPCL to increase the pump price to 855 naira per litre. And also, there has been protests in Delta State, even by tricycle operators, to show how deep and how intense this price hike has been of effect to the common Nigerian. Do you think that the President and the Minister of Petroleum ought to clear the air concerning where the directives came from for the NNPCL to increase the price, sir?
I don't mind, sir. It seems your mind is low now. Suddenly it's low. I'm not able to.
Oh, sorry.
Well.
Okay.
I'm not. The volume is close. We're allowed. I'm there.
Okay. Okay. I'll come again. I'll come again, sir. Can you hear me now, sir?
No, it's very low. It's so low. Unless I have to make it towards you. It's so low. I don't.
Okay, okay. At this point, we'll go for a very short break, and when we return, more coming from Dr. Obarido. Stay tuned.